The political landscape has dramatically changed over the last couple of days. To talk about what's happened and what's next, we're joined by CBS 8 political analyst Laura Fink. Thanks for joining us once again on short notice. So it's been about a day since Joe Biden announced that he's stepping aside. How has that first day gone for Kamala Harris?
I think it's not too biased to say it's a juggernaut. When you raise $81 million, breaking records in grassroots fundraising, $155 million to your super PAC, get 40,000 black women on a Zoom call, and then sign up tens of thousands of volunteers, that's a good day for any campaign.
So the game fundamentally changed in this race.
The momentum has shifted. We saw that the Republicans thought that they were going to have the wind at their backs moving forward. Make no mistake, they're still ahead. And now Kamala Harris will have to lead an insurgent campaign against someone who she's behind. Donald Trump is leading.
Yes.
But that campaign is now possible with a re-energized base. And it looks the future is a little bit brighter for Democrats.
Is it fair to say that the field is now clear for Kamala Harris? We had all the people that were considered to be possible candidates for president might throw their hat in. Everyone, the top spots, has stepped aside.
Not only did they step aside, Carlo, they respected her game so much. She cleared that field, and now they're all gunning for the #2 spot in Veep.
You can't imagine a better first day in a lot of ways, like you said. It's one day. There's not a lot of time, really, until those votes start to be cast. As Steve Price just said, it's not even November. Ballots go out before that. Does she have enough time to win over voters? Maybe the people out there who aren't familiar with her, or people who have a bad opinion of her right now.
Carlo, here is that you bring up an excellent point. The next phase, after uniting the party behind her and securing the nomination, you've got to define yourself. A lot of voters may know her name, but they don't know a lot about her. Now, there's going to be a race to define her because, of course, she's going to want to put forward it's the prosecutor against the felon. She has her long experience and leadership as both the VP and as the Attorney General, as we know, in our state of California. Now, the Republicans are going to strike fast to define her as well. They want to define her as a little bit too woke, ineffective on the border. They're going to try to define her in voters' minds before she can. So that's the race in the next several weeks.
And that's the biggest weak spot, so to speak, for her right now, is that immigration is such a hot button that this is something that Republicans have been hammering. They're going to go right after her on that specifically.
Now, that was always going to be a central issue in the campaign, and Joe Biden was going to have to contend with it. But because she was in charge of it, as you know, and was leading delegations down to South America, they're going to be able to talk about that perhaps even more.
What is Donald Trump and J.D. Vance, what are they going to do next? Because right now there doesn't seem to be a cohesive reaction other than the one thing, going after immigration.
Well, I think they're scrambling right now because they had counted on Joe Biden at the top of the ticket. So I think while they are prepared to come out against Kamala Harris, their entire campaign, it's like moving a cruise ship to steer that and all of the messaging but they are out with a few ads. So they got money to spend. So look for their moves in the next few weeks.
And they're spending it now. CBS 8 political analyst Laura Fink, thanks for joining us again. We're going to talk a lot in the next few weeks, I'm
Looking
sure.
forward to it.
Marcella?